Hello. Let's try this again, shall we? Welcome to another episode of Beyond Retro Arcade. Super Mario World. As you can see here, I need to figure this out because I don't know why the dog started to bark. The door is open. They can come in, they can hear me, they know I'm here, they know everything's good, and yet. So I'll make sure to just hit the mute button and I'll sit here and wait for them to stop, or I can hit the mute button and yell at them and make them stop. But I'll try to keep up with the chat. I saw that Febmon popped in, I saw that JSP came in from the notification, so thank you guys for popping in, and sorry I sort of just like freaked out and just turned it off because I didn't know how long they were gonna bark. But we'll move on past that now, so I'll kind of hang out here for a second and see if you guys come back and pop in. Sorry to kind of get the notifications finagled again, but I said this before when I recorded last time, before I had to stop it, that Super Mario World pack-in game for the Super Nintendo. Obviously, the first time I played it was at a friend's house, because I didn't get a Super Nintendo, I think, until about a year after its release. There's Febmon. Okay, here we go again. Am I borrowing Joe's setup? No. Unfortunately, with this, I just have one monitor in front of me. I was gonna try to use Emily's little tablet here, but I think this is part of Joe's setup, if I'm being honest, because this thing was just clunky and slow. I guess I could always try it again, because I would like to have the chat pulled up on another window, that way I can actually talk to you guys as I'm going. So maybe we can try to figure that out now, if this thing's actually showing on here that I am live. It's like I swiped to unlock it and it just takes forever to load. And it completely like backed out of it, so I gotta search for everything again. What a wonderful way to start this. And Febmon, you were right, I did see the comment that you left. I do need a player 2 here, but player 2 is unfortunately still at work. Maybe do some stuff to where I can maybe Discord with my friend Mitz, and he can hang out. Maybe we get it that way. How far am I planning on playing tonight? I don't know. She gets off of work here in about an hour, so maybe we can see how far we can get. It doesn't really take too long to beat this game either. I'm not gonna try to 100% it or anything. I was just gonna run through it and just beat the game. Percentage-wise doesn't mean anything to me. Have you on my cell and TV? Oh, well, see, you're already doing better than I am, because I don't really need just like a second monitor. But I probably would have to get a new desk set up to something that's a little bit wider, so I could set like a monitor here and kind of center the other one this way. And also, I don't know how OBS is going to work, because I know last time when Mitz was here with me, just kind of watching as I did Turtles in Time, it would disconnect itself and reconnect, and I don't know if that's just the program itself or just something on my end. Maybe it won't even do it this time. We will see. Hopefully JSP will pop back in here too. Pull that up. Oh, it's so slow. So slow. Alright. It's saying we're live on there. We need to disable restricted mode? What? The Alright, well, I guess that is not gonna work for now. We'll have to mess with that later. So I'll come back to the chat, but for now, like how it says 0% there, because we're not starting fresh anymore, which is actually kind of works out for the best. Don't get that silly little intro thing I gotta skip. Once again, hoping that I don't, you know, mess up in that first little bit, because I will never hear the end of it from Joe. But the story behind this, too, is when I finally did get a Super Nintendo, it was on my birthday. But the problem was, my dad packed in the game first, and it was Tecmo Super NBA Basketball. And I had been playing the version that they had on regular Nintendo. So I was extremely upset because I thought Dad had fucked up, and he was like, no, you're just an idiot. I actually got you a Super Nintendo of all things. And I was like, oh man, I feel terrible now. I totally fucked that up. Oh well. It's just a one-up. There's going to be plenty of those to go around. And I think maybe just kind of like in between levels, I'll swap back to the chat and see what you guys have to say and respond in kind, and we'll just kind of play it off that way for now. So let's see, what do we got here? Since Tyler and I live in the same town, maybe both on one camera for future broadcast or podcast, there was a point in time where I would go to his house to do the show. I think it was honestly just that first episode. First 2 episodes I was on, I can't remember. But his internet's really shitty. And I guess he could come here to do it, but then he wouldn't have his awesome posters and collection behind him. So, I don't know. It seems to kind of work out having us in separate rooms anyway. I think if we were both on camera, it would also... I don't know. He's so big, he would just take up... I would just be like all the way over here out of frame or something. I don't think that would work out as well. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I was thinking I'm gonna like just hop over to the right, but I need to do the yellow switch here. And it's kind of weird as we go along, like how many little secret things that I still retained in my memory, and honestly some of the stuff I just straight up forgot, because I honestly, I don't ever think I 100%ed. Like, there were a couple saves where I went to Star Road and completed all those levels, but I just don't have the urge to do that anymore. And I was debating between this and Donkey Kong Country, and I figured I would just choose this for now, but I would like to play Donkey Kong Country, because the fastest time I've beaten that, I want to say, is like an hour and 14 minutes. Obviously not finding all the secrets or anything, just going through the game and completing it. And if anyone's wondering, like, Nathan, what are you doing this time of night? Like, live streaming. It's not 4 o'clock in the morning like usual. It's because where we got that huge snow yesterday, too many people called out of work. Oh, Yoshi. And, yeah, they didn't have enough people to run production today, so I got to go home way early, and I came home and got some food and was watching some hockey and was just sort of sitting there. It's like, I really should stream or do something, be productive for once. I always like to like squat and kill those guys. I don't know why. I think one of the other cool things about this is, you know, coming from Nintendo and jumping over to this, you would think Nintendo, you would go back down and Yoshi would be gone. But it's so cool that he's still there. Just the technology of the Super Nintendo blew my mind at the time, as I can't even hit that block. Wow. Let's see if we get Yoshi to shit. Yeah, there we go. I love it when he shits out extra items like that when you eat so many things. I'm not going to worry about hitting that P block either. Alright. It's already 11 lives racked up. Man, it's... That's the thing, Fedmon, too. I was thinking, if Emily were here playing, she's not good at Mario. She's, like, really bad at it. Let's see what you guys are saying in here now. No posters, less ego. Probably. People probably like, he's not a fan of anything. Hey, Who Dat? Well, thanks for popping in. He says, great game. It's a fantastic game. I would say, as it stands, probably my favorite Mario game. Not to discredit Mario 64 or any of the others, they're all fantastic, but this is the one I'm always constantly coming back to. No girlfriend home equals no pants day. No, I'm wearing shorts. I throw that out there. I am wearing shorts. Alright, Yoshi's Island 3. I still want to know what the dogs were barking at earlier when I was starting the first time, because they just do that sometimes. It makes me wonder. Is there a deer outside, or a skunk, or, you know, an intruder? I'm kind of waiting when the first death is going to happen. I can't talk today. I'm sure Joe's just gonna be lingering around, and then when it finally does happen, he's gonna pop in the chat and be like, "See, I told you guys, he was terrible at video games." Because there will be a couple spots in this game where I'm gonna die. That is inevitable. Oh, see, it could almost just happen there. And yeah, whatever. I'm gonna try to be extra careful anyway, because I don't want to mess up too bad on stream, because Joe's got me all like self-conscious and nervous about it since I didn't do that well playing Turtles in time. Maybe the dog saw opponent, yeah. You know, they're usually pretty good about that kind of stuff. Alright, we should be able to rack up a few one-ups here as well. I probably shouldn't have grabbed that. Yeah, whatever. There we go. It's funny. God. Funny how we'll just switch that back. I'm trying to remember now. Because if I... Does it feel like... whatever. Oh, it's so slow. Forgot even the Super Nintendo gets some slowdowns sometimes. I don't think I'm gonna get it. No. Probably if I would have knocked those guys down, it would have been alright. Well, there's definitely going to be another place I know of where we will for sure get a shitload of lives. Not like we really need them that much anyway. Bonus game. Watch me be terrible at this. Alright. Just clip right through, that's fine. Yeah, sure. Wow. Well, not getting much out of that. 2. If you heard a buzzer just now, just slightly, it's because I've been doing laundry. Which I'm done with. It's always fun. See, I always like these levels a lot too, because this blew me away at the time, and also just how if we wait for them to all pop like that, like I don't know if he won't, because yeah, it's only the side to side, so we will wait for him, because it's all just adding up. I'll be able to catch 2 of them here. I don't even remember. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure, honestly, I can't remember what that does. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Main thing is I'm just gonna try to rack up some more one-ups. Oh, it starts itself over again. That's nice. Well, never mind then. I'll just say fuck it to that too and just keep going. But just a huge leap forward between this and Mario 3. I always thought it was cool in some of those things that you kind of figure out as a kid, like how you can stay ahead of it like that, even if it looks like it hit you, but it didn't hit you. I know this one will be easy since we just have the fireballs, just keep hitting it and pop once, shoot some more, done. Yeah, Joe could be actually looking through the trash cans. That whole Coupon King thing, like, still amazing. Just unbelievable. He has some of the weirdest stories in his neighborhood that he grew up in. I'm like, it just sounds like a movie. All right, another save spot. But yeah, player 2 would do some wonders, honestly. Easily my favorite power-up in the game. Which, I guess we could get another one just in cases, but I think it will be alright. But yeah, player 2 would be good, because I feel like I'm already running out of shit to say, and I'm... Alright. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Hey, at least we got one on this run, yeah. I don't think I've ever gotten them all. I don't know if that's a randomized pattern, or if it's always just like that. I would like to think that it's random, but I imagine it might not be either. Yeah. What am I doing? Yeah. Not really any point in all those. And I remember it's like, yeah, we got unlocked. Oh, the slowdown is, oh. Well, they're playing them there, get another one up, so that's cool. Hollywood needs to get Joe's life story. I see it as a trilogy though, because he's so mysterious. Yeah, a movie based on, I would watch it. I would pay for that. Me and my buddy Jason, long nights during the summer playing and beating this game. Great memories. Yeah, tons of awesome memories with the Super Nintendo between Mario Kart and this, and honestly the baseball games, which I'm probably going to cover at some point. Super Bases Loaded and Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. Many summer nights playing those because I was huge into baseball as a kid. I mean, I still love it now, but back then I was just enamored with it. I had to watch any game I could on TV. The All-Star Game, the Home Run Derby was always just a thing that I would record every year. Good stuff. Super Punch-Out. You guys do not want me to play. I would be awful at it. I would need to practice first. For sure. I'm not just going to come into that just dry, because that, honestly, Punch-Out on NES and Super Nintendo, never owned them, never even rented them. I didn't play them until much, much later, and I was god-awful at them. So I will do the green switch. I'm pretty sure this one, yeah. This is the level with the green switch. And I would do this a lot as a kid, because I would just get impatient. So if it's not that, if I'm not on Yoshi, then I'm just like spinning the cape around. Yeah, we'll get some more extra coins. This game actually kind of works out better for streaming in this regard, because at least after every level I can see what you guys are saying in the chat, read it off, and answer it appropriately. And bear with me here. I can't remember which. I want to say it's this one. I feel like it's this one. Come on. There we go. No, we don't want that. The football players is an odd choice. I guess be an easier way to do that. There was one time I did that and messed up, and the shell came back and knocked Yoshi off, and I was like, no. Alright. I don't even, yeah, whatever. I don't even know why I did that, honestly. Oh well. Alright, Joe, tell me I'm bad. Because inevitably you will, even if I played okay, you'd be like, nah, you really sucked. You know that? I should play those messages one day, because he was using his Italian voice and everything, and people wouldn't believe me. But there is evidence. And I feel like that is his real voice. NBA Jam, yes. NBA Jam, I would do. Contra 3. Contra games I'm bad at as well. Mario Party with Emily. Yeah. Pressure would be on then. I don't want the mushroom. I want to keep the feather. I want the cape. I'll go ahead and pose this question to you guys in the chat. Are there any parts in this game that you remember being very, very difficult? I want to say I remember, I think it's like Castle 4 or Castle 5 always kind of gave me a lot of trouble as a kid, and probably will here if we make it that far on this recording. But that one was always a bitch. I seem to remember one of them too. I don't even think it was actually like one of the castles, but like one of the little ghost houses where it's the dinosaurs and they're all on the, I think there's 4 of them and they're spinning around, but the floor underneath you is gradually going away. That one always sucked. Maybe Mitz will pop in here. I don't know if he's like working one of his new 17 jobs that he applied for or what. I never like these levels that much because I always like to just blast through them, so when you have to sit here and just wait and wait and wait, it's not fun. But it is kind of cool though at the same time how it slows down and then it'll speed up as this goes down to move the rest of it along. I'll just coast on down, which if I would have timed that better, I could have, well, I guess I could still. There we go. There's another level down. What we got going on here? Nothing. No text messages. Oh, hey, Joe. There he is. NHL 94. I loved those older, the Super Nintendo hockey games. I loved them. I remember renting, I want to say it was NHL 95, but being just sick as a dog. Like, so bad. Like, the sinus pressure was so bad that my eyes were just constantly watering. And for whatever reason, my dumbass had the light off, so I'm sitting there playing in the dark, sitting relatively close to the TV, and I'm like, what am I doing? I should like turn the light on. I probably honestly shouldn't have been playing video games being that sick. One of the Star Road secret levels, the one where you have to float through and the quarterback guys with the, oh yeah, I think I kind of remember that. Joe, please have pants on. Blades of Steel. Blades of Steel is awesome. That is a game that Emily and I have played together, and I destroy her in it. But I love the fighting mechanic where, like, if you bump the guy long enough, then it cuts to, like, the fight scene. Enjoy that. That was revolutionary as well. There were so many good hockey games during that time period. Nowadays, like, the sports games are just too real, too simulated. Tecmo Super Bowl. That's one of my favorite football games of all time. So is your goal just to beat this or find all the secrets too? With the way you play, you might be here. Oh, see? I mean, you guys can see it now. You guys can see the chat. This is what Joe does. No, my goal is just to beat it. There's no intention of 100%ing it. I might not beat this game in the time it takes because, you know, Emily will be here in about an hour. Or, you know, I can keep streaming. Maybe bring her on here and finish this. I don't know. We'll see. That might actually be kind of fun. I'll just put the headset on her. Because all the game audio's coming through the headset. I don't really need to... Now, see, this was always a thing as a kid. Which, I've already messed that up. I want to say it's this go around. Yeah, there we go. Which, that was always something cool. It's like, these ghost houses, you had to just figure out the patterns. And I don't know. It's one of those things, even as young as I was just like, well, how did I figure some of this stuff out sometimes? Because Joe will probably be like, oh, well, you were a dumb kid. Not wrong. Well, that's smart enough, I guess. Oh, this is the one that's got like the little fuzzy guys that are hanging out. Which... I feel like that there was a... certain things are coming to mind. I'm like, I feel like that there was a secret right there, but I honestly can't remember. I'm not too concerned with it either. I think the next game that I will do after this stream will be Donkey Kong Country. I feel like that game needs its due. And speaking of revolutionary games, that game was just, wow. Like, graphically just blew me away, and I didn't have a PlayStation yet either, so I remember the first time I did see the Sony PlayStation. It was we had traveled down the road. I want to say we went to North Carolina, and we went to a Target store because we didn't have any of those around here at the time, and they had a PlayStation on display, and the game that was on there was Battle Arena Toshinden, and I was looking at it, I was like, holy cow. Didn't think anything could look this good. It looks like garbage now. And that's the thing I like about the Super Nintendo. I feel like graphically PS1 and N64 don't, like, they have their games, but for the most part graphically those games don't hold up as well. They're too, the polygons are just too, some of them look like, and I can't believe that, like, just glitches through those sometimes. Yeah, whatever. Got nothing. There you go, Joe. There's a big whomper for you. Yeah, I would like to see Joe podcast. GamePro and Trial and Error is how I found. Yeah, the gaming magazines were great. Tic-tac-toe. Yeah, could you see that would even look like garbage? Joe would be. It would just be like pixelated and awful. This level, Flying Without Yoshi, Special Zone, Tubular. Oh, the snow levels in Donkey Kong Country? Or the snow level, like the ice levels on here. Because the snow levels on Donkey Kong Country were... Especially, there's one that when we go to play it, I'm probably going to die on purpose. Because there's one where I know it's spinning around, and if you aim downwards and shoot down, there's like a secret one that you can't see, and it just pretty much blows you through the rest of the level. Because some of those get kind of tough. Yeah, great bonus. Yeah, Joe, that one was for you, man. I dedicate that bonus level to you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Donkey Kong, yeah. Those snow levels. Whew. Some of them were bad. Oh, okay. I thought the castle was right. I was like, why is it not moving over? Yeah, that one was always like a... Don't really need that. Ah, that was close. I'll skip the Yoshi coin. I can't remember any of those that can go in. Oh, well. Yeah, that's kind of a good spot to get a 1-up as well. Not worried about it. Alright. Is this one just... Okay, it actually does have a thing. I really didn't know if that... Oh. What are everyone's thoughts on Yoshi? People like him, hate him, thought it was like kind of a dumb idea. It ended up working out for you. Some people honestly don't like Yoshi, which is kind of weird to me. I think it's a fantastic way to kind of like... Yeah, we could do the star power up, but yeah, whatever. That was kind of weird. I just swallowed him, but then it's like I stomped on him at the same time. I'm probably playing too slow for Joe's liking. Yeah, we'll just... 7. There you go, Joe. Predicts I die in the castle. Eh. I should be flying on all these levels. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe, the expert. I'll tell you, I would pay... Oh, I'm not gonna die on this one. I would pay good money to fly Joe out here. Stream games with him. See if he's everything he says he is. All his high scores and, oh, I won this competition. I buy food from the Coupon King. He got it from a dumpster. Honestly, I think this is one of my favorite castles. Yeah, see, I get bored and I just do this when I'm waiting on everything. It's kind of like when I'm waiting on Joe for us to start the show. Because he's always like, especially fans of Power, he's like, 9 o'clock. We gotta do it, 9 o'clock. I was like, alright, Joe. Send the invite at like 8:50. And it's like 9:02 and he still hasn't shown up yet. So this is what I do. I just sit there and twirl the cape. Ah. Damn it. I kind of like this though, because after I finish beating a level, I can just go in the chat and talk to you guys. This is fun. I'm glad that people didn't show up for work today, so I got off early enough. So I could actually do this. I enjoy doing this. I love the podcast, doing that every week. I never understood, like, what's the point of this? Because it's like, alright, once you do that, and then 3 and it's done. Like, you don't even have to give him enough time, because usually he will, like, go on the wall and then, like, try to fall down on you, but they didn't make that part of it challenging enough. I think I only read these things like a handful of times. Other than that, I was like, what's the point of reading those? I think my favorite one is when he hits the explosive switch and it goes, because they do it before where it goes and blows it up, and but then they have one later on where he does it and it goes and nothing happens. Then he walks to the castle and it blows up on him and he turns and he's just got like all the soot and everything on his face. I always thought that was probably the best one. I think this is like my least favorite section of the game. Oh yeah. I think there was one time I actually kind of got like stuck right there before. It was weird. Yeah, all the secrets and the red switches and all that stuff. Usually the yellow and green were the only ones I ever flipped. Alright, slow down. Yeah, at least got a one up there. 26 lives. Joe, I think with 26, I might be able to do it. Well. I can hear YouTube going on in the background. Because I was watching some stuff and I was like, I'm just going to stream there in the living room. Oh man, yeah, we don't want that. I think I can actually hop on those guys, yeah. Always precautious, though. I don't even... Yeah, whatever. We'll do that. Because this was always funny, too, because you just watch him, like, gradually swallow it. I think it's towards the end. Maybe not. Yeah, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Maybe I had it too early. Alright, Joe, let's see what kind of shit you're talking now. No, he's, I want to say it was Koopa, and then they changed it to Bowser. Yeah, it went from King Koopa to Bowser. Which I guess that's another question. Anyone have a preference on what he's called? Alright. Yeah, at this point, we gotta ditch Yoshi. Sorry, man. Alright, don't want to hit that because that is a fire flower. Now we get the football players charging through. I still, like, that, to me, that's still just a weird, like, enemy type. No one around. Oh well. Whatever. I should be careful with that. I hope this isn't, like, super boring for anybody. That's also the other thing I kind of worry about, especially when I'm trying to do it by myself. Bowser's the name you use. Koopa's real name is Loser, can't get a date, and has to kidnap a princess. And also, how does anyone feel about that? Like, we just had that reoccurring... Oh, the princess has been taken again. Joe, you still in there, man? Or is it about your bedtime? Might be his bedtime. It's not as bad as Tyler. And Tyler's bedtime is like 8 o'clock. Yeah. Get the coins while we wait. Alright, is this the one with the green bubbles? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Afraid I'll land and they'll just be like, I'll land on top of one. Alright. Joe, you almost had it. You almost got the first death. Oh my god. Alright. Joe being like, I wouldn't have done that. I'm the best video game player ever. So this was also a thing. It's just like, granted this isn't much, but just move the P-block there and get all that stuff out of the way. Might have group discussions while you play. Yeah. Fedmon, there is a video that someone made where it's showing Mario getting mad because the princess, like, basically had sex with everybody in the Mushroom Kingdom but him, and like all the babies are coming through. That was always kind of cool. Oh, hey, Lucas Mega Striker. Welcome, welcome to the chat. I feel like you are new to the channel, period. Welcome. Check out all the other videos. Hit subscribe if you like. We do a podcast every week. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen you pop up on here. So hopefully, yeah, you like what we're doing here and you check out all the other stuff. Old text messages. Ah. There we go. Oh, here we go. The dinosaurs making their, like, noise. They always look kind of goofy, which I always liked, but at the same time, it's just odd design choices. Odd things that they're just like, yep, this is what we're going with. But yeah, Mega Striker, I hope you enjoy chatting up with these guys. They're fun. They're usually in the chat room when we do our podcast live. totally just whiffed on that feather. So, I mean, what are some other Super Nintendo games that you guys enjoy? You know, like, what were some of the games that you either rented all the time or some of the first games that you owned? Because for me, obviously this being the pack-in title, the Tecmo Super NBA Basketball and Super Bases Loaded were the 3 games that I had when I got my Super Nintendo. I'm trying to remember exactly where I went from there. Alright, that was weird. Is that a fire? Oh, okay. Figured it would be a fire flower. As far as games that I rented all the time, Mario Kart, because that was also a game that I didn't own until I was a young adult. Came across a copy of it at a store called Replay Games. And that was the thing, like I would get video games for Christmas and my birthday, but anything sort of in between was sort of a no-go. Unless I saved up my allowance and things, which, you know, I did buy a couple games based off of that. But for me, my main focus was renting games. So your Street Fighters, well, Street Fighter 2 Turbo I did get for Christmas one year, but Mortal Kombat I was a rental. Super Bowling, which is also another game I would like to stream at some point, because I don't know if anyone else ever really played that game aside from me. I always had fun with it. And there were a few games that I'd played with my dad. We would obviously the baseball games were competitive with one another in Turtles 2 arcade on NES was always a blast. Thanks, guys, in the chat for telling them to like and subscribe and everything. Top Gear, yeah. I love me some Top Gear, actually. Top Gear 2, I want to say is the one I played more of. My friend had it, and that was a game I just sat and played for so long, I started to just wear a blister on my finger. But that was a cool-ass game. Super Bomber, yeah, Bomberman's cool. Bomberman was something honestly, I didn't play a Bomberman game until Bomberman 64, but after that I kind of went back, and those are really fun multiplayer games. Castlevania is good. NBA Live, you say NBA Live 96, I played NBA Live 95. I played the shit out of that. The thing I would like to do is start season mode and just have everything, like, I wouldn't have a team, but I would go through, because it would let you just trade players everywhere, and I would just, like, swap a bunch of players onto different teams and just see how the standings would turn out, just simulate the whole season. I don't know why I like doing that so much. Wild Guns. Wild Guns is another game that I rented. Also super expensive, but they have since re-released that on, like, PS4. I don't know if it's on Switch, but PS4, Xbox One. That's a hard-ass game. Gonna buy Super Bowling soon. You should. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's nothing. I mean, it's a bowling game, but it's a good, relaxing, just sit down and chill kind of game. Super Metroid's good. Mega Man X. Yeah, Lucas Mega Striker. Go back and check out some of the other videos on the channel. We talk about. We've kind of been in a movie space, but we talk about all things, like, mostly old and retro. There's some new things we cover. We've done Stranger Things before. That may be, like, the newest thing. We want to do things like John Wick and everything. We used to rent Super Bowling back in the day. I bet you and I were probably the ones renting the copy, because there were times I would go and it'd be checked out. I bet it was you. You know what, Mega Striker? I think your English is actually really good. Alright, I'll keep playing. I don't want to have that. I like this level a lot too, actually. Because this is one you don't even really have to... I can honestly just sit and, like, do this through most of it. say that as I like come to a complete stop. I'm gonna check though if that's it's not a Yoshi. When will we get Yoshi again? You gotta hit that halfway marker. Now we start getting the 4-way ones, yeah, or the 5-way ones. But yeah, this is a map. You can just pretty much do this through the entire thing. Oh. Pressure's on. I'm trying to avoid that first death, because I know Joe will like timestamp it and she'd be like, ah, look at that. 2 thumbs up video? Yes. It was always 2 thumbs up and Frank's. That was always the 2 places for Super Nintendo. But yes, that's where I got. Oh. What am I doing? Ah, bonus. There we go. Granted, it's not all stars, but get a handful. Alright, back to the chat. Saturday Night Slam Masters. Yeah, WWE Raw, actually, I was more of a Royal Rumble guy. That's another one I will stream. I don't know how long that one will be, but man, I would rent it, and I would always do Royal Rumble mode, and I always pick Tatanka, of all people. I don't know why. Like, I really liked Tatanka at the time. But yeah, Slam Masters was awesome. That's a cool concept. A fighting wrestling game. Really cool. Oh yeah, the Wizards. Gotta wait on them to... I mean, I guess I could hit the A button and do that, but I'm not going to. Yeah, better grab that. I know I'm not gonna get... Okay. Ah, yeah, that's nice of him to just pop right there. And one up. 33. I'm alright with that. Yeah, I guess Joe decided to bail because he can't hang. He got too tired. Maybe I bored him. Who knows? It's good to see too that this thing hasn't disconnected like it did with Turtles in Time. It seemed like it was just doing that every 10 minutes. So that's nice to know that maybe it was just some weird thing, maybe on YouTube's end or something. Waiting. Oh man, alright. I'll just chill here because I don't want to pick up that mushroom. And I did it anyway, yay! I didn't think you could flip items like that. Learned something new, oh well. Mega Striker, I hope you're not like some sort of speedrunner. And I'm just like, oh man, just popping in to laugh at my skills. Time we got here. 11:55. Should be on our way soon. The only problem with this is we may get a ton of like dogs barking when she shows up because she always feeds them as well. That was bad. Yeah, I'll sacrifice that. Plus, it'll make the next level interesting. Let's see which one this one is. Is this the one where he gets the broom? Oh no, it's the hammer and he chisels it all out. Read some of your earlier comments. What all did you have to say? Oh, yeah, no, Febmon is lying. Not a big fan of My Little Pony. Don't let him tell you different. And I'm the stunt double in Scooby-Doo. Yep. Probably the Cult of Amado is disconnecting. Yeah, probably. He's probably setting me up for failure. Hey, that's cool that you still own Earthbound. That game is worth a lot of money. And it's nice that all that stuff was on the SNES Classic for people that didn't own it, which you can mod the hell out of those things, which I kind of need to do. Shh, don't tell anybody. Chrono Trigger is also another one. Actually played that. My friend's cousin brought that over, and we played them. I think we stayed up for a whole night playing that, and then I went back home and kind of never played it again. I mean, he kept playing it, obviously, but I kind of bowed out after that. But it's good. Chrono Trigger. All those JRPGs are fun to play. Don't know if I'll ever do them on this, but never know. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach that now. Kind of think about how demented this is. Probably scary if they made a different noise other than I jumped right into that. Wow. See, this is where if we had Yoshi, we would fly away. Which... that should be maybe something I come back and grab, or I'll just keep on trucking. I don't know. I don't know. And this is always interesting here. It's like clearly that is touching me, but it's not. Oh, hey, Joe, welcome back. That's just gonna be his thing now. You can't fly with that feather. You have to have Yoshi, Joe. Earthworm Jim is also a weird game, but also very good. But a weird game. I imagine Joe's just like laying there watching it with his tablet in his hand. He's like, oh yeah, that's great. That's great. You should fly over that level, you know. And he just keeps falling asleep. Why did you not? Yeah, whatever. Give me that one up. Oh. Yeah, whatever. Also, that's kind of weird, right? It's like he's shitting fire. Oh, I thought he was gonna split into 3 on that one. Oh well. I imagine Joe's just like playing along too. That level you could have dive bomb. Yeah, I know, Joe, but I'm not trying to find all the secrets and everything. I'm not perfect like you. I'm not the ultra game player. I'm just playing it for fun. I was playing it to go through the game and to chill with these guys. I will try to stay on when she gets home. That'll kind of suck though, because I'll have to mute the mic. I keep forgetting I gotta kind of fucked up on that one. Forgot it doesn't stop. So we're not going into this in the best of shape. Maybe it won't be that bad though. But yeah, I'll try to hang on here when she comes home, but there'll be a lot of barking, and then she'll let them outside, and then I can talk, and then we'll have to mute it again because they'll come in to eat, and Jasper's all about he's all about barking until he's fed. So I would hate to kind of just have that much dead air with you guys, but yeah, whatever. We'll do it. It'll be fine. Oh yeah, this guy's. It's always funny because you do this and like go too long, then he sort of just like he'll jump like that, but then he'll jump out of frame and you can't even hit him, so you got to wait on him to throw all of his fireballs, which I want to say it's 3. Yeah, see, yeah, it's gonna happen now. That sucks. Oh, it's 4. All right. Maybe it's Castle 5. No, yeah, if we let Emily Emily is not good at Mario, I promise you. Like, she can beat me at Mario Party, but when it comes to these, no. No, no, no. Minna's other joystick. Joe, what time do you usually go to bed on a normal night? I feel like we're getting close to his bedtime. The Forest of Illusion was always, if I can help it, I'm gonna try to not go and do a giant circle. And we'll do the fire flower. Yoshi! Hey, buddy. I'm gonna fuck that up. Yep. Totally whiffed. Oh well. Alright, be careful with this one. Alright, here we go. Give me all those 1-ups. Ah! No! Oh, okay. Alright. Still going. The audio cue is telling me otherwise. 50 lives. I don't know. We still might be able to beat it. Alright. She's, I feel like she's close to being home, so prep you guys now. I will mute the microphone because I'm not gonna subject you to shitloads of dog barking. We only got one there. One or two. How many people are even, 7 people watching. Wow, alright. Right on. It's pretty good this time of night. Once again, another... I hate the water levels too, because they just trudge along. I'm just like, come on, man. Boring. I think she's gonna be worried, like when she comes home. And it's like, oh no, I'm ruining your stream. And it's like, no, it'll be fine. But hopefully I can. Oh boy. Hopefully I can get her on here. Maybe she can hang out and play. And maybe, if we beat this game, I can Because we'll want to eat dinner. She'll want to eat dinner. She'll be hungry. So we'll eat, and then maybe we'll return and stream something else. I don't know. We will see. And also, I'll post this question to you guys, because the console wars were heating up quite a bit during this period of time. Did you own both consoles? Were you a Sega guy? Were you a Super Nintendo guy? What do we got there? It just says KK. I was a Super Nintendo guy through and through. I got a Genesis at one point. Mutant League Football is my jam. I also like this game called Skitchin'. It's basically Road Rash, but on rollerblades. That game was badass. Honestly, the Toy Story game on there, really good. And it was cool too, because like the X-Men game on there was great. Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man. This is what I was trying to do. That wasn't working out as well as I had hoped. So now I get to play that level over again. Great. For the blue switch. Yeah. No thanks. No thanks. Just not gonna bother with any of that. That was close. I almost bit the bullet on that one. Would have lost one of our 52 lives. I'm sure if Jasper could play video games, he would. Yeah, I think the thing with the Sega, it was more or less just with my parents. It's like kind of you pick one or the other, and you know, obviously I was gonna go Super Nintendo, but I did like the Genesis a lot as a kid, and I'm the same way now. I'm not like pinned down to one console or anything. Like I own an Xbox One, I own a PS4, and I own a Switch. Now, I play the majority of my games on the PS4, and then my Xbox One is essentially just a streaming machine. That's what we, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and all that stuff. Guess I should have done that differently. But even then, once we got into the next generation, it was PS1, N64, and Saturn. Like, I never owned a Sega Saturn. I still don't own a Sega Saturn. I would like to fix that one day. But I also kind of miss those weird consoles too that came out around the time, like 3DO that didn't do so hot. 3DO, your Atari Jaguar. I remember our elementary school principal knew that my friend and I, Josh, were super into video games, and we were always like hanging out in his office because I don't know, we were always involved with like a lot of after school stuff. So we talked to our principal a lot, and he's like, "Hey, I got an Atari Jaguar." He's like, "I got Alien vs. Predator," and he was like telling us all about it. And it's kind of cool. But I miss those days of just having those weird, super expensive systems, hanging out. All right, so if I'm lucky and I'm smart, and I do this right, we'll beat this level and just go straight down. I won't have to go around. We'll see how that turns out. Odyssey and Television, Vectrex. Is Vectrex the one where it's basically just that little monitor that had like the line game, like graphics were just like the line? Because that looks badass. A little before my time, but yeah, the Saturn has a lot of awesome games. I just at the time as a kid I was just like but yeah, the library on the Saturn is really, really good. Night Trap on 3DO. I think. I played Night Trap on, I want to say it was Sega CD when my friend had that add-on. I actually have, where they re-released it for all the new platforms, I actually have a physical copy of it on PS4. That game is hard. Really, really, really hard. Why does because it's the Forest of Illusion. That's why everything has a face. Yeah. I need to work into like just having a little transition screen that I can just switch to when we're taking a break or something like that. I need to talk to my friend Mitz because he's a little more apt to his streaming, so he doesn't do it as much these days. I'm trying to encourage him to do it more, but if you guys want to just search SSJ Mitz, and that should take you to his YouTube page. What is even going on there? Yep. This level was always nerve-wracking to me as a kid too, because it's like you can flip that and they won't run into it. I gotta remember though, which I want to say it's a green one. Hope I don't mess it up. No. It's one of these. Damn it. I know it is. And that was also the thing trying to figure this out as a kid. Oh boy. Joe. There it was. Just trying to get the mushroom. Death number 1. It took a little bit longer than you thought, didn't it? Maybe not. Can I? Yeah, give me that. Nope. Thought there'd be a power-up around there somewhere. She's getting close. Prepare for... Oh my god, what am I doing? If I had the cape. I bet... Okay. Yep. Gotta have the power-ups to at least like crunch that and get in there. Alright, so we're going around. May as well just play that level 2, right? Bummer. Alright, Joe. Is it? Well, there we go, loser. There it is. Man, good on you for beating Night Trap that quick. Like, I was terrible at it. I thought I was doing good once I really started figuring out, but even then, it's just like, no, you didn't save enough. What? Play Atari, play E.T. on Atari? No, thank you. I have that game, but no, thank you. So there's a ghost house there. Trying to think of a good spot to where I can get power-ups, even though I'm probably gonna have to pause it. We'll let him bark, and I'll just mute my microphone and keep playing. You should still be able to hear a little bit of the game audio. We'll get Yoshi in here. We'll get the feather power up. We'll go back. I'll go back and beat that ghost house too, because why not? Well, or we could do this again and rack up lives. And the neat thing, well, we lost Yoshi, but I think we'll just quit out and do that. I hear her pulling up now. I'm about to say fuck the ghost house though. What we got in the chat? Movies. Yeah, the game's a nightmare. The game is garbage. Of course you would like that game, Joe. Of course you would. I kind of hope she didn't back into my car either, because I pulled like kind of close up before the snow, so I wouldn't have to shovel as much. And she usually backs in. Sometimes she's not as good at it. Ah, here we go. Alright, I think we might be good on the muting for now until Emily's got to feed the dogs. Or maybe not, we'll see. That stupid football guy. Aha. We'll play it safe. That way there won't be 3 of them. Alright, we made it out. Ah, what am I doing? Yay! All right, what we got there? Okay. Oh yeah, this was always a huge pain in the ass. Remember as a kid, this always frustrated me, just because of the pattern got kind of dumb. Kind of wish that I had the cape right now. Okay. It's weird. That seemed like that almost kind of clipped through there. Joe Amato using his mystic powers. And I'll just let that fall right on top of me. Lovely! Alright. Do we really need the 1-up? Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Not gonna lie, I was kind of clenching my ass cheeks on that one. Once again, what is it with the... Yeah, obviously the walls close in on this one, but it's not that bad. If you're wondering, the black dog that keeps pacing back and forth, that is Jet. He only sees shadows, and he'll hop down and pace a lot, especially when she comes home. Alright. Alright, so this is the one where it actually blows up, I believe, right? Oh, no, alright, so this is my favorite one. See, I imagine that's what Joe looks like without the mask. Here comes another death. Haha, no, sir. So I don't know, like, is this fun for you guys? Should I plan to do more of these when I can, especially when I have Christmas break here, starting soon? Should I do them around this time of night? Should I do them earlier? What do you think would be a good time for everybody? It's gonna shoot me out. Really don't know if that holds any other significance. Come here, Yoshi. It's always good having Yoshi around. Is that even... Ah! Alright, so that's just a... Didn't know. Okay. This one just shoots out too. Yep. Nighttime about 11. Joe, I'm enjoying it even though you're not that great. Shut up, Joe. Maybe a hentai tentacle sim or 2 on a podcast wouldn't hurt. Like, I really, genuinely, I want to see how Joe is at this game. He can't be that good. There's no way. Or is that what he does in his free time? Just, oh, wow. Wow. Alright. Well, at least there's another one right there. Joe! Yeah. This might be death number 2. Now I'm like super paranoid about it. Oh yeah. Okay. That's nice, guys. Well, whatever. Do I need to go? Gotta go back and... Oh, okay. That's good at least. That it starts over. Come on. Hope Emily knows that door's open too, because she did go take a shower back there. That would be funny if she just... Is that gonna be enough? Yes! So we're at the exit. Joe can't even get his tablet to work when it's plugged in. You expect him to play Mario? Yeah, I don't. I don't at all. Ah! Wait, okay. So that I did hit that. It didn't sound like I think this one's time-based as well. Like, depending on how fast you go through it, or if you wait at a certain marker, it's, you get a different level once you go through the warp pipe. And I can't remember how that works either. Oh yeah, this one's a pain in the ass. This might be death number 2. Yep, death number 2. What you got for me, Joe? I feel like now I'll just like run straight into one. I'll just chill here, because now I'm like really ultra paranoid. Ah, I didn't hold the jump button so I could get some height on him. Alright, that is helpful. Let's slow down. Even the fish. What was his plan there? I don't know. I really wish I had the feather power up right here, because I like just coasting. Sucks when I have to... I guess I could have swallowed that one to fly. Or that one. There we go. All is right in the world again. I don't know if there's anything. Okay, it's just it's just all clouds under there. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so, yeah, this one is... Alright, clear him out. So it's like that one is the fake ending. That's the real one, because I think if you hit that first one and not that one, then it just sort of loops you around. So this is sort of the way out of this spot. Alright, let's mess this up again. Oh. Ah. Yep. Wow. At least it's still stars. Dumb. Would have had it. 69, that's a good number. Ah, there we go. It's feeding time. I think that may have been Emily going by in a towel, I'm not sure. You don't have a towel on, do you? Oh. Because I was like, the door's open, I was telling these guys that there's a chance. Alright, I'm going to mute the microphone again, because you're going to just hear that constantly. Alright, got the audio back here. I'm really like super paranoid about this part. Alright. And yes, Joe, I know I could probably just jump over him, but I'm gonna play it safe. Come on. I know it's lame too, but I still, like, if you guys are kind of paying attention, I'm just like, there's sometimes on these jumps where I'm just like doing this. They're happy that you're here, by the way. Alright, double up on the feathers. Is this the one with the... Alright, yeah. Ah. That always gave me a lot of trouble as a kid. I remember getting so frustrated at that part that I just slammed the controller down on the ground. Luckily we didn't have that this time. If she's dressed TV and MA, I have no problem with that. Ah, yeah, Who Dat Will working his third shift life. Thanks for popping in, man. Thanks for joining. That was mighty nice of you to pop in. Great pun. Joe, you smartass. I know you said I didn't leave much room for error, but that's where I was parked yesterday. I don't think she's gonna say anything on that one. If we hear a Jasper, that's because he's a savage. He'll finish his food real quick, and then he'll go hover over everyone else and wait for them to be done. And he'll take their food. If they leave anything, he'll devour it. Oh, JSP, I don't know if you've been in here the whole time or since. I remember you popped in the first one that we did. But thanks for joining. I just hit that P block and just like, all right. I can't remember anything here. We'll just go through that one. All right, man. No luck on these. Wow. Hey, we got one. I really want to know if that's randomized or if it is specific or if it's the same thing every time. If you guys know, let me know. Joe, the expert, I'm sure he knows. The football players. That was horrible. One whole free line. Whatever. Yeah, you know what, Joe? Jasper does sound like you when it comes to food. Except, you know, he's not going to the Coupon King, eating food out of the dumpster. Though I'm sure he would if it tasted good. We do have a trash can specific that we keep under the sink in the cabinet. That's where we usually put our discarded food and things like that, because we leaving the one out in the open, he won't open the lid and get into the trash can. Because he's starving. What's that? What'd you say? Oh. I thought you were talking to me. Oh, that's just a... Huh. Oh, that's weird, a one-up that jumps around. Joe, bet you didn't know about that secret. I'm sure you did, though. I do hate this part a lot. Not as bad. Still a little intense. Yeah. Chill there. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Play the waiting game on this one. Wow. Wow. Never did like these ending levels either. I mean, they're not hard by any means, but if you don't have the power up, it gets a little stressful. Especially when they do that. So it's like you can't help. It's either wait or just go. about a Scooby snack. Now, you know what? Joe does sound like Joe Pesci in his real voice. I'm gonna expose him one day for the fraud that he is. I think we're gonna do this one of two ways. Well, we might find a good stopping point so I can eat with her, and then maybe I can pop back in and we can finish this game. Because we don't have too much longer until everything's done, right? Okay. All right. Here we have probably about 10 minutes. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll stop. I'll eat and everything, and then we'll go live again. I'll rename that other video part 1, and we'll finish. And Joe will be like, "Well, why can't you just eat and play at the same time? You're just not that good, are you?" This is gonna be tricky with Yoshi, because then we start getting the. Yep, because if I even touch one of them, he's gonna pop me out of there. I think we're almost out of the clear with these guys. That sucks. That also sucks. I don't know if he's coming back or not. He is. If I go back, then the ghost will be there. Alright. Sorry, Yoshi. Oh, that was okay. That was alright. I didn't think he'd come back. Yeah, the terrible thing is all the stuff that like hits the ground at the end. Yeah, I'll go ahead and... Oh, that sucks. Alright. Clear. How long does it usually take me to eat? Yeah, like 10-20 minutes. And we are like right here at the end. This is my favorite music in the game, by the way. I guess this will be a good point to go ahead and stop for now. But you guys stay tuned, because I will be back, and not too long. And yeah, maybe if she's up for it, we can have Emily sit here with me through the rest of the game. Maybe she can have the tablet here. We can get that kind of working and read it that way instead of switching back and forth. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Do what?
Why does it sound like you're volunteering me for something?
I think she's on to us a little bit. But thank you guys so much for joining us live. That was cool just to see 7 people watching. Someone new to the channel popping in as well. I hope they enjoy all the content that we have. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys soon. Thanks.